Hello there guys. Well, this is take 3. I've now recorded this video twice and it's had serious problems, so I'm doing it again. The first time the video was corrupt, the second time the audio was so bad that with a 400% increase on the grain and then layering the audio over itself over and over again, I still couldn't hear it, so I can't upload something like that, so here we go again. I've now sacked off my Samsung CU01 USB condenser microphone. It's just too quiet. And what I'm using right now is my old Apple headphones. So just plugged into a normal jack, hanging from my ear. So I do apologise if the quality isn't very good, but hopefully the volume is loud enough for you to hear me. And I'm going to be looking for another decent microphone very soon. Now, onto the video. This video shows you all of the cars that you can unlock inside other cars. So these are the skill perk cars that it gives you, not for free, you've got to buy them, but that's where you get them. I'm going to kick off with the Maserati 300S, it's one of my favourite cars. Inside that, you get this, the MC12 Forza Edition. I'm going to very quickly go through every car like this first, just for those people that don't like long videos. Then I'll jump into every car to show you the skill perk set to unlock the car, so you know how many skill points you need to spend. And then I'll jump into the actual unlock car itself, so you know what the car is. Just bear with me a moment though, because I do need to turn on my phone and have a look at what it was. Where's my notes? Oh, there they are. Because I made a note of all the cars and I've got them written down right here so that I wouldn't miss any out. There's only 5, which is a real shame. So Nissan is the next one, so let's jump over to Nissan. So if you get this car here, the R390, it unlocks a car which I can't see. I might be in it. Am I in a Nissan? Yes, I am. So it unlocks the car that I'm currently in. So this one, the Nismo, which is an absolute beast of a car. It's all-wheel drive, just on its standard spec. It's an S2 tuning with 10 on almost everything but speed. It's a monster. So moving on from that, we have the TVR Sagaris, which also unlocks a TVR Sagaris, but I'll show you them very, very quickly. So this one unlocks this one. So next up, we've got the Lamborghini Miura P400. So Lamborghini, oops, gone too far. So the Miura, which is this one, I've got quite a few, look, 1967 Miura P400. That unlocks the Riventon, which I love, and I also have a couple of those. Next up, we have the Mercedes, so I'll just jump back in here and pop over to Mercedes-Benz. The old 1954 Coupe, this one right here, 300 SL. That will unlock for you this SL65 AMG, which has a drift boost on it. So that is all the cars. There's not many. But what we're going to do now is we're going to look inside every single car to see how many skill points it's going to cost you to unlock each one. And we're going to have a look inside the unlock car too, so you can see whether or not you want to unlock it. So is it worth it? So what car was I in? I'm in the Nissan, aren't I? So I might as well start on the one that I'm currently in. So event influence boost on this one. And its skill perk set is this. Nothing really exciting, a very cheap wheel spin. That's just a ×2. What I'm going to do with each one is this. I'm just going to hover over each of the skills. So if you want to know what they are, you can see it at the bottom. So that's the Nissan Nismo even, not Mismo. The Nissan Nismo. Have I been calling it Mismo all this time? I think I might have been. So in order to get that car, you unlock it with the Nissan. So this one, the R390. So I'll jump in it and you can see how much it costs. On a few of these, I haven't gone for the cheapest route because some of them have skill points in them as well. So here we go in here. So there it is up there. The cheapest way is 25, 30, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39. But if you do it the way I did, then you're going to go for this one instead of this one, which will be 41 points. And 2 points for a wheel spin is pretty bloody good. So that's the way you unlock that. Moving on to the next one. So let's do the 300S now by Maserati. One of my favourite cars in the game. This is a bloody awesome car anyway, because it's got a 7 times multiplier on it. But unfortunately, I think it's only a ×2 for the speed. So yeah, it's worthwhile driving this car because you can get skill points on. So yeah, it's just a ×2, but this is a 7, so that's pretty damn tasty. So the cheapest way to get this, 15, 20, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29. Very, very cheap, and that one unlocks the MC12 Forza Edition, which is also a lovely car to drive. The MC12 Forza Edition has got the ×7 multiplier. Where's Maseratis? There they are. It's also got the ×3, so very, very nice car to actually use. And I do use this a lot. So on this particular one, I've maxed out the skill points. Nice to drive, and I'm still using it on the standard tuning, so I haven't upgraded it. But as you can see, I use this a lot, so I'll just go through them all. So you can see that is thankfully a 7, and this is a 3. So yeah, beautiful car to get skill points with. Nice to drive, looks nice inside and out. So what should we do next? The TVR. So let's get off that. Back to my cars. And TVR. Right, so it's this Sagaris that unlocks this one. Both the same, it's just one's a Forza Edition and one isn't. This is a very expensive unlock. I think it's 99 points to get the actual car. I think in total it's about 110. It's very expensive. Here we go, look. 99, so 104, 107, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 110 points to unlock another Sagaris. I don't like TVRs, so for me that's very expensive. But I'll just hover over these so you can see what this car is. But really you want to be looking at the other one. So let's go back into my cars. I will switch over to the other TVR, the Forza Edition one. I think this one's got a speed boost. Yes, speed boost. So let's have a look at the skill set in this. See if you think it's worth 110 skill points. That's a lot. So let's have a look. And this is what it's got inside. It's got a cheap wheel spin, which I might as well take. I'll take it now. I think I took another wheel spin on this as well when I was making this video previously, but it kind of didn't process properly. So I should have at least 2 wheel spins to use up. I'll use those up at the end of the video, see if we can get anything really tasty. Just going to hover over everything else so you can see what is inside here. Nothing really special, but there you go. I don't like TVRs. They tend to wheel spin a lot. I find it hard to control them. So we've done the Nissan, the Maserati, the TVR. Did we do the Reventon? We didn't, did we? I mentioned it, but I've not gone inside it yet, so we'll do that one next. So the Lamborghini Miura P400 is the one that we need to use to unlock it. Let's jump inside one of these. I think this one's about 30, something like that. It's not very expensive. Might be 29, so it might even be cheaper than that. Where am I going? I want to be in here, don't I? So the cheapest way is obviously not the way I've done it. I went up here to get a couple of extra wheel spins, which I would recommend you do, but the cheapest way, oh, more expensive than I thought, just 30 points on that. So 30, 35, 38, 41, 42, 43, 44 points is the cheapest way to do it. But if you want to go the way I did, what have we got? So 30, 40, 45, 48, it's getting expensive, 51, 52, 53. And then if you're going to drive the car, you might as well take this because it's a 7, and this is only a 2. But you've got a couple of wheel spins there as well, which is good. Right, that gives us the Reventon. I love the Reventon. It's nice to drive, looks good inside and out. Not particularly exciting Lamborghini, isn't it? Not particularly exciting skill perks. But yeah, it's a nice car. It's got some money. No, not money. It's got 3 wheel spins, I think. So let's see. Yeah, 3 wheel spins. One's cheap, so it's worth going after. The other 2 are not, but I'm going to just quickly go over the rest of the perks for you. There we go. So that's the Reventon. Beautiful car, nice to drive, nice to look at. And finally, we have the Merc. So hop in here. Can't remember. Because I showed them all very, very quickly at the beginning, I keep thinking I've showed you them before, and then I'm not sure if I have or not. So if I've showed you this already, I do apologise. So it's 1.2 million to buy this car. That's pretty expensive. Once you've bought it, you then got to spend some skill points. I think this is the cheapest one. I think this is about 29, but don't quote me on that. Let's have a look and see for sure. So we've got, that's going to be 30. It's always 30 when it's there. There is a cheap wheel spin that you can take on the cheapest route, and then an extra 3 points for this one. That is a 7, very tasty. That's a 2. So up here, the unlock is 20, 25, 28, 31, 32, 33, 34. So a bit more expensive than I thought. And taking that as well, I'll take you to 37, but that's pretty cheap for skill points. And that's going to unlock for you, jump back over here, the SL65 AMG Mercedes. So let's take a look in that beast. It's this one here. So there we go. It's a Drift Skills Forza Influence car. Quite cheap, look, 460,000. But let's have a look at what's inside it. I seem to recall that this doesn't have very good skills either. Might have a cheap spin, but not much more than that. Yeah, very, very cheap spin. Oh, it's got 300,000 credits up the top corner. So 300,000 on that. That's beautiful. I'll hover over the rest so you can see them if you want to see them. There we go. Very cheap spin, just 2 points. I have been looking for the cheapest car that you can buy in the showroom that has this, just 2 points on it. I got up to 100,000 on the value, and then I kind of stopped looking because, first of all, it was taking ages. And I thought, if a car's going to cost you over 100,000, you might as well go for the Ford Focus, the RS 2009 one, which is 25,000 credits, and that's got a wheel spin here, so 4 skill points. But if you can buy a car, it might be worth looking again, because if you can buy a car like this with 300,000 credits in it and a very cheap wheel spin, it's probably worthwhile getting it, getting the money, selling off the car, taking the wheel spin and seeing what you can get out of it. So I might have another look for one that's got this, a wheel spin for 2 points and this credit boost as well. So there we go, there's only 5, but if you do find another one, please do let me know in the comments. If there's more than one, then I will make a comment saying, you know, all of them that you've mentioned. I'll credit you for saying so, and then I'll pin that. If there's just one, I'll pin the person that mentions it first. So those are the cars. I did get a couple of spins, so I'm going to take them. So I just need to jump out of here. So yeah, I really do apologise for the quality of my... let's get rid of this radio. I don't want to get a slap, and I forgot to put it... There we go. I forgot to put it into the streamer mode, but never mind. So Forza Horizon Life. There we go, I've got 4 of them, so let's see what we can get out of these. Yeah, so my microphone, I mean, it's a good microphone, but it's so quiet, so I'm just not going to use it anymore. Until I get a new one, I'm just going to be using this, what I'm using now. It's just a pair of old Apple headphones with the cable. I use the EarPod ones, so these ones have just been sitting in a drawer, and I thought, God, I can use the microphone on those, so I've just dug these out, and I'm trying this instead. So I'm guessing the quality isn't very good, but the volume will be better, and I'm sure volume is more important than quality. That's nice, tasty amount of cash there. Oh my God, how many of these Series 3 Forza Edition Land Rovers do we have? I get that so many times. Give me something nice. I didn't see what that Forza Edition is, so there's a Legendary in here and a Forza Edition. Oh, it was the Vulcan. And it gives me 10,000 credits. That's useless. Is that it? They went fast. So there we go, guys. This is the 3rd time today I've recorded this video, so I'm hoping that everything goes well on this one, and I'll upload this, and then I'll probably have a little tiny break from Forza Horizon for a second or two, and maybe do a couple of videos on Red Dead Redemption 2. I've been waiting a long time for that game. I downloaded it a couple of days ago, and I've not played it yet. I've had a quick look, but I haven't actually played. So what I think I'm going to do with it, I'm actually going to record just like a playthrough. So as I'm playing it, I'll be recording it. So I'll make mistakes, I'll stumble through stuff, I'll get shot a lot, but I'll record it, I'll do a commentary as I'm doing it, and I'll just record me playing the entire game until I get to the end. Now I do know that you can, you know, your decisions have a bearing. If you do bad things, then that affects later on in the game. So if I kill someone later on in the game, a relative or a lover of theirs is going to come after me. So I'm quite interested to play it through on both of my profiles. I'm interested to play it through being a good guy and play it through being an absolute shit and see how different the game can be by the time I reach the end. So I think that'd be quite interesting. So that's to come, but obviously there will be a lot more Forza videos too. You take care, have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.